of the Frisco Football Classic. I feel like we've done Frisco before. Let's take a look here. Miami of Ohio opens up as a 4.5 favorite. Over North Texas, 52.5 as a total. Boy, North Texas really finished the year strong here, Brian Leonard. What do you think? Do you like them rolling into the bowl game against Miami of Ohio?
Yeah, I like the way that Dave finished off the last one where we didn't have much of an opinion. There are opinions on this game, and I think the wrong team is favored here. North Texas will be playing really close to where they normally play. It's a home game, basically, for them. When you take a look at North Texas, they had to finish the season winning 5 straight games in order to go bowling. That was something that had to have been a motivation for them, even though they are staying in their home state, to be able to go from where they started off, winning the first game against Northwestern State, then losing SMU, UAB, Louisiana Tech, Missouri, Marshall, Liberty. Those are some pretty good football teams, a lot of those in the bowl games. Then they finished the season off strong. It's a team that has done better on the road than Miami has. Miami's only won one road game all season long, and that was at Ball State. In the game, they had a +2 turnover margin. If I'm a Miami, Ohio alumni, nothing against Texas, the people of Texas, but the last place I want to go during a COVID outbreak is to Texas. Right now, the rodeo was just here in Vegas, and you would normally see cowboys with masks on. The only masks on they had were they're trying to rob the gas station out here in Las Vegas. I went to many things going on this week, and the Dallas hockey game and all. Nobody from Texas is wearing masks, so the people from Ohio going down there, they're asking for trouble. And to go to Frisco, Texas, I don't think there's going to be many people there. So from a crowd standpoint, North Texas should have a huge advantage from a crowd standpoint, being close to where they're at. The motivation is there for North Texas. And to be totally honest with you, I'm surprised Miami, Ohio's favored in this game. I know the line's moved about 1.5 points. To me, North Texas is the better team. They're highly motivated in this game. And Miami losing to Kent State in overtime for the chance to go to the championship, that hurt. So Miami's got other things on their mind. North Texas, this is their game to win. I like North Texas here. They win this game straight up.
They are certainly going to run the ball, Dave. They are right along the lines. Army, running the ball, top 5 team this year. What do you think we see here against Miami of Ohio?
Well, one thing that I'll disagree with on Brian's commentary is the mask thing, because all the players in this game will be wearing masks, face masks.
Face masks.
Everything else I agree with. What's interesting on North Texas is that I made a bet against them in week 5 or week 6. I think it was, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Rice I took against them. And part of the reason I made the bet was that the rumors were swirling that the North Texas coach might not even finish the season. He was definitely on the hot seat. The boosters weren't happy. The team was going nowhere. And they won that game, and I don't think they've lost since. So he's not on the hot seat anymore. There's a nice angle involved here with teams that are 6-6 and off a win. Now, both teams are 6-6, but off a win is meaningful because the team has momentum, and they want to get a winning season. You get a win here, you're 7-6, and it's a nice way to finish the season. I think at this point in time, North Texas is a better team than Miami. They've got a ton of momentum. I agree with Brian. I'm not going to say the wrong team's favored because I think on power ratings, Miami does deserve to be the favorite. But you factor all the other stuff in, including the site, and I think it does point to the mean green. I'm going to be on North Texas in this game.
So Google Maps tells me Frisco, Toyota Stadium in Frisco, exactly 23 miles. That's how far away it is there, Tony Mejia. So fan base, I'm going to assume, going to be screaming and yelling, but it's a matchup. Can Miami of Ohio stop the run of North Texas, in your opinion?
I'm not really sure. They definitely run into prolific offenses in the MAC week in, week out. My play on this game, I don't know if North Texas should be favored, but I think that they'll score points. And Austin Aune has had a nice finish of that season. Dave's right on the money in terms of them saving Seth Luttrell's job, because it looked like, I mean, they were openly speculating as who the next North Texas head coach would be midseason. And
that was why I bet that
there.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I'm saying, well, this is a mess. I got to go against this team. And then they went out and won the game. Cost me money, but we see what happened after that, right, Tony?
Yeah, I mean, look, they've beaten pretty good teams. That UTEP team is going bowl bound, especially UTEP team we've had in at least a half decade. And they beat UTSA, completely dismantled the Roadrunners. I don't know how invested UTSA was. They had already clinched a spot in the Conference USA title game. But if you're unbeaten, you want to stay unblemished. And they snapped those dreams, beat them 45-23 last time out. Luttrell's still, they just signed a signing class where he was the architect. So it looks like he'll be there for at least a season. They fired their quarterbacks coach, which I found interesting. But again, if I played aside, I think it would be North Texas. But Brett Gabbard has done a really nice job for the Red Hawks, and they are moving the offense. Just check the weather report. It's probably going to be, and mind you, we're a week out, sunny, and the winds, while there will be gusts, they won't be in the 30s or 40s. It'll be in the low 20s. So that's manageable. I think we'll see points. So I'm leaning towards the over. And as always, you should check the weather report a day or two in advance before you play totals.
Yeah, absolutely. Miami 5-0 straight up at home this year, just 1-6 away from Oxford, Ohio. We'll see if they get one in the W column away from there in this one.